Hey, it's Carrie. I had to make a part two to the video because I was recording and the only thing I had to record is my phone. So somebody called me in the middle of it, so I have to make a part two. But anyway, as I was saying, if people would just worry about themselves, if they would just worry about themselves, and keep their nose to themselves, keep their nose out of everybody else's business, things would be a lot simpler. They'd be a lot easier. You wouldn't have to worry about that. And high schools are the breeding grounds for this stuff. Judgments, you have all these different cliques. That's one thing I'm very proud of my graduating class. Because when we first started out as freshmen, yes, there were cliques everywhere, okay? But by the time we got to our senior year, everybody hung out with everybody. It didn't matter who it was. You had cool kids hanging out with, not cool kids. And you had nerdy people hanging out with, just whoever. It was everybody's friend. I had more friends my senior year than I did my entire high school career, to be honest. And it was because that doesn't matter. You're getting to the point to where none of this stuff matters. Not one single molecule of this crap matters. It really doesn't. What other people think? Who cares? To be honest, I used to not be this way. I used to be like, oh, that person thinks I'm ugly, or that person thinks this, da-da-da-da-da. And I would cry myself to sleep over it. And I look at myself now, and, I look at who I was back then, and I'm just like, how pathetic is that? Why do you have to worry about what everybody thinks about you? You don't have to meet society standards. Now, there are certain laws you have to follow, but what I'm getting at is you don't have to meet, you don't have to meet what everybody wants you to be. It's like I said in the last video. You don't have to weigh $125 soaking wet. You don't have to try and make yourself 5'10" if you're a woman so you can be model material. If you're a guy, you don't have to, make sure you have like chiseled features and big muscles and all this stupid crap. What's it matter? Be yourself. There's no point in that. And society molds people to believe, well, you have to be this way or you're not accepted. What's it matter if you're accepted by everybody? If you can find one, here's some advice that my mother gave me a long time ago. If you can make one friend in your entire life, then you've accomplished something. Because you want to know something? The friends you make in high school, once you get out and they go on and do their own thing, they're not going to give a crap about you. The only time they're ever going to call you is when they want something. That's the way pretty much all of my friends are right now. And I really, I really don't care who sees this because, right now I have two friends. Me and my husband have two friends. They don't even live anywhere near us. They live 6 hours away in another state. And we met them after high school, after we were already married. We met them in February of this year. We've never met them in person. We've talked to them over Xbox Live. We talked to them on the phone. We've talked to them through text messages, things like that. And they're probably our best friends. But the people that we were friends with in high school from here where we live, hardly none of them talk to us unless they need something. I can think of one person that's our friend from where I live that actually talks to me on a regular basis without just wanting something out of me. And that's the way people are going to be. Because when you're in high school, any friend you can get, that's great. But once you get out of high school and you go to college and people realize, oh, there's tons of other people around here, they're not going to care. They're not going to care who was there for them, before. They really aren't. And that's terrible. That's awful. And it's all focused on what society wants people to do. If you had, and I'm not trying to blame this solely on parents, but if you had parents that would teach their children proper morals, proper ways of dealing with people and meeting people and things like that, kids would be a lot better. Because you know what? If you take a child and you teach them proper morals, proper etiquette, you teach them things like this, and then you put them out into the world, they're going to spread whatever you've taught them to other people. 99% of the time. But most parents, all they want to do is get their child out of their hair. That's it. They don't want, it kills me so bad. They want to give their child a cell phone and think that is adequate enough for them to keep in touch with them and to know what's going on with them. That's terrible. I didn't have a cell phone until I was 16, and I paid for it myself. My husband was the same way. My husband, weren't you 16 when you got it? Oh, my husband was 18 when he got his, and he had a job and paid for it himself. But you've got these 10 and 11-year-olds now who their parents just throw it at them so they don't have to deal with them. That's stupid. It just irks me to no end. And I'm not trying to be mean, but it really does. But anyway, this video is running almost as long as the last one. So here's my summarization, okay? You don't have to be like every other person out there. You be yourself. Society does not decide who you are. You decide who you are. You decide if you're going to go to college. You decide if you're going to, have kids, get married. That's your decision. Who you become is on you. And here's another thing. Keep your nose to yourself. You don't always have to be up in somebody else's business. Now, I can understand if it's your friend and you want to be there for your friend and talk to your friend. But don't jump in the middle of it and fuss at the other person who's fighting with your friend or something like that. Don't do that. That's stupid. Keep your nose to yourself. And I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just being honest and speaking from experience. Whatever you do, if this is the only thing you get out of it, okay? Learn to be who you are. Learn to be comfortable in your own skin. And another thing too, don't get involved in other people's business if you don't have to. This kind of ties into my video yesterday. Drama. It's everywhere. It doesn't matter what age group you're from. It's everywhere. But if you're not involved and then you jump in, that's going to cause stress on you. That's going to cause problems on you. And I know that from experience. I do. And it's a terrible thing to have to deal with. So my advice to you, be yourself. Be a good-hearted, kind person. And just live your life for you. Live your life for you and God. Those are the only two people that matter. But anyway. That's my video for, two videos for today. Like I said, leave me comments, like and subscribe to my channel. I post videos every single day. This will be 12 videos since this had a part 2. So I have 12 videos on my channel. So you guys have a good night, and I love you.